So now we know where to buy the components from and what to look for when we buy the components. So let's go and make the connection. So this diagram I've already shown you in my previous videos. This is the SPI connection, and I'm using the blue PN532 board, and this is the Arduino Nano board. I'm also using the tricolor, the RGB module. So what you have to do is just follow this diagram and make the connections. So I'm not going to spend connecting in front of the video. I've already made the connections. I'm going to show you a few photographs. So you can see the keys, RGB module, and the PN532, and this is the Arduino Nano. And as you can see here, there is one more set of connections which will allow us to make the SPI connections. So this is called as a ICSP connector. So what the main purpose of this connector is, all these SPI connections, like the way we have connected to pin number 10, 11 and 12 and 13, these are also available in this ICSP connection. I think it's just the 11, 12 and 13, but not the pin number 10. Okay, so if I have to make this circuit with various like a breakdown boards, probably I would not solder the ICSP connections. I would just use all the connectors on the other side of this board. I forgot to mention something in the video too. When you start looking to buy this PN532 boards with the soldered and without soldered, you should also look for the cable as well. So some sellers, they reduce the price by not giving you this. This is a mini USB cable, and I would advise you to buy a kit which also has got a mini USB cable. I did not buy this because as you're aware, mini USB was pretty standard a couple of years ago, and I've got so many of my kids' gadgets, so I just have to take a cable from there. So if you just buy the board, and if you want to buy the mini USB, probably you'll end up paying £1 or so to buy it separately. So I'd advise you to have buy the kit with this. So here I have the connection. As you can see here, I could not show you. It's difficult to keep them all together because these 20 centimeter wires, they're just straightened. You can't fold them that easily. So as you can see here, I got everything. I got the PN532 and RGB, and as you can see here, I'm using only the red and the green color. I'm not using the blue color, which I don't need. So all these are connected to the nano board, and as I mentioned before, I bought this board pre-soldered. So probably if I have to reduce the cost and buy all the pins separate, I would be spending, with my experience in soldering, I would be spending a couple of hours to make so many solders. If I did that, probably I wouldn't have soldered this ICSP. So this I'm not using at all. So this is how the whole connection looks like. So if you want to show it all together, and look at that. So this is it. So in my next videos, I'm going to show you how to check whether this connection works. That's the first thing you have to do. So